Y'all, the Dollar Tree, the mundane, the everyday, we have some really cool craft hacks for you guys using the most mundane Dollar Tree things that you could possibly think of. Let's get right into it. Starting off, we have this beautiful plastic crate, which was not actually supposed to be in the video, but I'm using it for just a random thing right here. Y'all, this is in the $3 to $5 section. You can stack these. They're perfect for craft room storage. So the handles just flip up like this, and then you can stack another one on top. You can stack them up 5 and 6 high. Super helpful and only $5. So we're starting off strong, but I really want to get into the meat of this video. And right here in this basket, I've got all the supplies that you all may be walking by and not even realizing it, that you could be using it for your craft. So let's start off with my second favorite item, and that is this makeup brush holder. So this was actually meant to store makeup brushes. It's rubber, it's grippy, and you can just pop in your Cricut tools in here so easily. Not only that, but it has suction cups on the back, so you're gonna be able to store this anywhere in your craft room. So I'm just going to demonstrate here. So you gotta find the right slot, but you can pop honestly whatever you want in these little crevices. As you can see, it holds a bunch, and I've still got slots available if I need them. This is just such a neat Dollar Tree find, and you're not gonna find it in the craft section, you're gonna find it in the beauty section. So next time you're in the Dollar Tree, make sure you stop by and grab a couple of these. I feel like we might need more than one of these in the studio because we have so many craft tools laying around, but they're super handy because you can put them wherever you need to in your craft room. Up next is this little guy right here. Now this is a paintbrush holder. You're gonna find this in the arts and crafts section, but I want to show you what you could use it for instead, and that is your Cricut pins. Now y'all know we store our Cricut pins upside down here, but this little guy is perfect for storing supplies, your pins, anything like that. So really what we're wanting to encourage you all to do is think outside the box. Whenever you see items in the Dollar Tree, think, how could I use that in my craft room for my crafts and things like that. So paintbrush holder, we're using it for our markers. And something else that we found at the Dollar Tree that we love to grab whenever we can is their washable fine line markers. Now this may look just like some kids arts and crafts markers, but y'all, these work so well in the Cricut. They fit perfectly. You just have to pop them into that clamp, and they write just the same as a Cricut pen would. So let's pop one in and I'll show you how it just goes in so easily. So this is the Cricut Explore 3. I'm just gonna open the clamp, and you can see this just slides right in, and you'll hear a pop. You're gonna lock it in and you're good to go. So you can see it's like a 2-tiered tower, very cute, and you can fit just the basic size Cricut markers in here, and they're gonna fit perfectly. You're still gonna be able to grab them out easily. Love this for the craft room. All right, next on the list, rubber bands. You're probably thinking, what in the world other than storage or office supplies would I need for rubber bands? But if you all have any markers that you're using in your Cricut that do not fit perfectly, you can use rubber bands to get them to stay in place. So I'm gonna demonstrate right now what I would do with this acrylic marker. So you're just gonna go to your machine. You're gonna need to remove this inside piece from your clamp. If you didn't already know, you can remove that so it makes that hole a little bit bigger. And then you can see here, my marker is just gonna fall straight through, okay? Even if I close this clamp, it's not gonna fit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these rubber bands and wrap them around this grippy part of the pin, and then we're gonna put it back in the Cricut and then close the clamp and hope that it holds it in place. This has worked before for us, so I'm hoping it works just fine this time as well. So I'm just gonna wrap it around a few times. And then let's test to see if this is the right thickness first. So it's still kind of loose. Let's add another rubber band. Honestly, I'm just gonna add a third rubber band and then see what happens from there. I'm kind of stacking them on top so it makes it a little bit thicker as I go. Okay, so that third rubber band is a no. I'm just gonna slide it off. And then that second one honestly works pretty good. Just make sure your pin is down as far as it needs to be. And that's pretty secure. I think that would work just perfectly. Next up, shower curtain liners. These work for so many different things. Most of my life, I have used a Dollar Tree shower curtain liner to protect my surfaces when I am painting, working on projects and things like that. But y'all, these are so good for protecting your Cricut mats. All you have to do is cut out a 12 by 12 piece, slap it on your mat, and it's gonna be completely protected as if it had its original plastic cover sheet on it. So make sure when you are at the Dollar Tree, stop by the bathroom section, which sounds crazy, grab you a shower curtain liner, and all of your mats will be ready to be protected if you lose those clear cover sheets. All right, the next one I've got for you guys is one of my personal favorites. These are the clear nail polishes. Just sitting in the beauty section, make sure you grab these because they are great for sealing your projects. We get lots of questions about how do I seal my projects? What do I seal it with? Now, while I'll say this is not my first go-to option, these are always in my house. So I know if I needed to seal any vinyl that I would have a clear nail polish sitting around that would work perfectly fine. And yes, we have tried this. I'll link this video right here for you guys so you can watch Tanner's video where he actually uses this to seal vinyl, and it's just such a fun little hack to know, and it's just such a fun little hack to know. Next up in the beauty section is this silicone facial mask applicator. If you are any of my resin peeps out there, then you may already know this, but this may seem just like something totally normal and uncraft related, but this little guy right here can be so helpful when you're working on resin. It has a slightly curved edge right here. It is rubber, so it's gonna come clean, but these are great for making even surfaces with your resin. And it's pink, which is just bonus points in my opinion. Emery boards. These are technically nail files. So again, a beauty section find, obviously lots of beauty section finds for our crafty needs, but these are great for when you're working on small crafty wood projects. They are literally like little tiny sanding boards. They're gonna allow you to get into the nooks and crannies, and you're gonna be able to hold them a lot better. So these are good just to have around in your desk. That way, if you need to just file off a little edge or something, you can whip one of these bad boys out and get it done. The next product I want to talk about are the Dollar Tree satin pillowcases. Now, these are really fun to sublimate on. Lauren has sublimated on these a few times and they work so flawlessly. They're so pretty. They have lots of polyester made up products that you can purchase at the Dollar Tree. You just need to be checking the contents of what they're made out of. So you can always check the back to see if it says the polyester content. Just make sure it's above 60%. That way you know it's actually gonna sublimate. But these work really well if you're wanting to get into sublimation and you don't wanna spend a whole lot of money on blanks. You're only gonna be spending $1 on this, so that is a win to me. All right, now this little test probe set, while it doesn't seem very mundane to me, it is very unique. And I think these obviously speak for themselves. They look like weeding tools and they're $1 and you get 5. So, I mean, that's automatically a yes for me. Truthfully, they look like dental tools. They're not. I think they're for cars. It says for circuit probing, removing O-rings, retrieving washers, and fine detail work. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say Cricut counts under the category of fine detail work, and so we grab these and we use them for weeding. All right, if you've been around for any amount of time, you know that we love these cake decorating tool sets for scoring, for paper projects. These little guys right here are great for creating dips in your flower petals if you are into making paper flowers. These are in the cooking section, so you're not gonna find them in beauty. You will find them in cooking. and they're just super handy to have. And there's 6 different options there in one, and they're only $1, so pretty good deal. Another tool that we like to use for scoring is this little guy right here. This is a nail daughter, so you're gonna find this in the beauty section, no surprise. And you can actually plug this into your Cricut and it will score for you. You could also use these for smaller flowers if you're wanting to put some creases on the petals and things like that. So this is a very handy tool to have around. Next up is this salad dressing dispenser. Now, lots of times we pass up stuff like this because we're like, I don't really need that for anything. I don't really use salad dressing in a to-go container, but y'all look, we've even got some vinyl in here where we have used this. So what you can do is put the lid back on, you can weed, and then scrape your weeding tool in there, and it's gonna go into here, and then you can just simply unscrew this and then empty out the contents. So super easy to use and very helpful when you don't want to make your craft room super messy with all of the weeding. Last but not least is the lint roller. Now, this is a hack that we've talked about a lot, but lint rollers can be super handy for lots of different things in the craft room, especially with sublimation, because you're gonna need to get all of the lint off. While this isn't something that I'm gonna use every single time for transfer tape, it is very handy to have if you are out of options. If you've run out of transfer tape and you're like, oh no, I don't have any, y'all, it comes off in sheets, and then you just stick it on your decal and then pull it up, and then you can transfer it on. It works so good. If you've ever used masking tape, transfer tape, it's a very similar consistency to that, and it's just always worked great for us. Like I said, it's not something we do all the time, but it is helpful to have in an emergency. What did you guys think about all of these Dollar Tree supplies that you may or may not have passed up when you're walking through? I feel like now everybody's gonna be having their eyes out, looking for different things that they can use in their craft room. Let me know in the comments your favorite thing that you found at the Dollar Tree that you're using for the unintended use. And if you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming crafty videos. We would love for you all to be a part of our community, and you can actually sign up for membership for $1 today, and I'm gonna put a link below for you guys. You're gonna get access to all the SVGs, the courses, the classes, everything that Maker's Gonna Learn has to offer through that link. So we can't wait to see you all inside the community, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.